So here we go. Leafs and Flyers draw one back. First meeting this year between Toronto and Philadelphia as Hayes with a shot and an early stop by Ilya Samsonov. Out of the gates, the Leafs and the Flyers, and always a fun matchup when these two face. And Toronto and Philadelphia has always been one of those. Well, they've already faced once this year. Toronto winning 3-2 here at home. Now the second time here is a stop by Samsonov. That one right to the chest. Here's Mitch Marner. Both teams in classic uniform tonight. Here comes Kerfoot to the net, and he won't get that clean on goal. Here's Hayes. Plays that back for Joel Farabee. For Konechny. Travis Konechny bumped off the puck. Toronto gets it back. Marner for Kerfoot. Back for Mitch Marner. Through the middle, that pass cut by Ivan Provorov and brought out by the Flyers. In over the line, a step and a look to the net. Stopped by Samsonov again. Picked up the boards. Flyers look for that. It's quite up ahead for TJ Brody. He'll fire that and broke his stick. Matthews, he has that back, and Toronto resetting. Here's Austin Matthews inside. Matthews winds up and shoots, and a stop by Hart. Getting that back. Centers back for Kerfoot. Matthews after it again. Here's a chance. Kerfoot back for Marner. Hayes. Back over for Matthews. To the middle of the ice. Good battle with the puck here. Here comes Hayes. Hayes with speed. Brings it in from the corner. Looks back in front. And another stop by Samsonov. Early on, solid for the Maple Leafs. Here's John Tavares. Toronto coming off a 3-1 deficit to win it 6-3 over the Kings last game. Here is another opportunity as Wadden gets it out to center. Brody right back in the Philadelphia zone, but that is out of play. Just past the halfway mark of this first period. So the first meeting, Toronto 3, Philadelphia 2, here from Scotiabank Arena. That was game 11 of the year. Here comes the face-off. Or sorry, that was game 12 of the year. They have not yet faced Philadelphia in Philadelphia. That will be a retro game later for Philadelphia. Here's Yarncroke. Plays that ahead for Michael Bunting. With speed. Bunting in. Shoots. And a stop by Hart. They'll play that down for Braun. Tippett. So Wadden, a huge collision, and now two are going to drop the gloves and go back and forth here. Bunting and Wadden. Or is it Sandin that's in this? It's actually Rasmus Sandin and Wadden. It looked like Bunting at first, but he has another man against the boards over there towards the seats. Wadden getting pummeled, Sandin getting pummeled, but dropping first is Scott Wadden of the Philadelphia Flyers. Still scoreless here in the first period. The Leafs and the Flyers. Face-off coming. This one to be taken to the left side of the Philadelphia net. And it is one back, controlled by Braun. Up for McEwen. Over that finds Sedlick. He'll turn that over. Sanheim. Flyers look ahead. Here's Morgan Frost. He's taken along the boards. Bunting plays that for Hall. Up for Callie Yarncroke. Past the red line and in. This will find some help, and Bunting in shoots. Stopped by Hart. He's on top of that with just 5 left to go here in the first. Obviously, the pressure is there. Toronto Maple Leafs just trying to create some opportunity here. Here's the face-off. And one back by the Flyers. Controlled here by Travis Sanheim. Through the ice and now down and in the zone. Malgin back to defend. Here's Farabee, and that was turned over in front, but now played back ahead for Yarncroke. Fired into the Philadelphia zone. That's Malgin looks in front, and a great save. Hart getting across there. Good pressure by the Maple Leafs, just not much on that play. Flyers have it here. It's Hayes. He'll look up ice and has help with him. Yarncroke trying to get back. Here's Hayes to the net. Stopped by Samsonov in tight quarters. Flyers get it back again with Malgin. Here's Konechny in front. Stopped by Samsonov. Kicked away on the try by Farabee. Another look, and Samsonov has that too. Flyers keep the pressure reigning as it's fired back out to center by the Maple Leafs. Philadelphia gives that away through the middle of the ice. Malgin back. Here's Giordano. His shot. Easily handled. And that'll do it for one. The Leafs and Flyers scoreless through 20. Yep.
Blackhawks, by the way.
No, you're not. Are you coming now?
No, later.
When?
I'm way close to dinner.
You're gonna come for dinner, yeah?
Oh.
Alright. Alright. Peace. Stats through one period of play. The shot to goal 6 for the Flyers, 5 for the Maple Leafs. Hits 5-3 Toronto. Faceoffs 4-1 Philly. No power plays, scoreless through 1. Welcome into the second period here tonight from Scotiabank Arena, Philadelphia and Toronto. Second of 3 meetings this year. 2 of the 3 here from Toronto, and they're both going to be complete before the 1 game in Philly. Here's Hayes. Looks up ice and now gets it through the middle. And brings it in. Hayes to the net. Stopped by Samsonov. Corrals that to the chest. It bounces free, but the Leafs play it off the boards and down. Kerfoot chases after it for Toronto. Overskates it though. Provorov. Here's Farabee. Konechny. Big hit against. That was Morgan Riley. And flipped back into the Toronto ice. Brody behind his net now looks ahead. Turned over. Konechny. Here's a chance. That's rifled wide. Matthews. Pressuring D'Angelo. Here's Provorov from the corner. Trying to center that again. Farabee in. Centers. Backhand. Stopped by Samsonov. And here's Riley for Matthews. Austin Matthews in. Shoots. And a stop by Hart. Walkering that down. Kept in by Brody with a move. He lost it. Joel Farabee out. And here come the Flyers. Morgan Riley back to defend. Here's a chance and a shot. And it's blocked by a Leaf leg in front. Matthews off the boards. That's not out. Stays in by the Flyers. Drop pass. D'Angelo. Stopped Samsonov. He got that upstairs. There's Austin Matthews. Matthews with speed now. Matthews dangling his way in. Here's Provorov. To tip it. Picked up here and brought in again. And now here's Hall. For Robertson. Braun again. Through the middle of the ice. Here is Cates, and he loses that one. It's picked up by Hall. Here come the Maple Leafs, and that is fired down, and all the way around. This finds Sandin in front, and it just misses its mark. Toronto and Philly still tied. That shot easily handled. Sandin dropped back. Tavares across, and a good steal by Braun, and here come the Flyers. 6.5 to go in the second. Scoreless. In they come. Looking with a shot. And a stop by Samsonov in tight. Sandin clears. Bunting ahead. Far pass for Mulligan. And it doesn't find him as Hart plays it free for the Flyers. Up for Sedlak. Across for McEwen. In comes Philadelphia. McEwen to the net. In front. Shot blocked. Bunting. Sandin. Here is Mulligan. And he'll flip that around the Philadelphia zone. Yarncroke in front. His pass cut. And Toronto's getting a power play on the trip. So a face-off here as the Maple Leafs go to the power play, the first tonight. Draw one back by Kerfoot. Leafs setting up. Riley. Marner in front. That pass cut. Wrist the line in there to get it down the ice for Philadelphia. Still late here in the second. No goals in this game from either team as here's Deslauriers right back in. Riley for Toronto. Reset with it. Kerfoot in the corner. Up for Nick Robertson. Robertson, red line it in, and he broke his stick. He'll chase after it and risk the line in there, and he'll clear again. Toronto hasn't been able to set up on this power play. Here's Riley. 20 seconds left on it. Kerfoot. Kerfoot drops back. Here's Bunting. Shoots, and a stop Hart. Plays that down as the power play comes to an end. Toronto registers one shot on that power play. Sanheim out of the box. Stopped by Samsonov. Plays that down. Bunting across. Here's Marner. Flips that over. Flyers all over that as here's Kerfoot through the middle. Seconds running down. Kerfoot! And off the mark and wide. Leafs set up again. Riley. And Hart got a stick on that as the period comes to an end. Scoreless through 40 between the Leafs and the Flyers. Shots to go through 2, 11 aside. Hits are 9 for Toronto. Face-offs 5-2 Flyers. Toronto the only power play. They're 0 for 1. Philadelphia start the third period with Toronto scoreless from Scotiabank Arena. Hello everybody and welcome into the third period here this afternoon from Scotiabank Arena. Leafs and Flyers scoreless through 40 minutes of play. On one back, controlled by Provorov at center. Both teams in a quiet roll this afternoon. Picked up and it is offside against Philadelphia 35 seconds into this third period. First time these two met, the Leafs would go on to win 3-2. So here we go. And a step and a shot and a stop by Samsonov. Good chest here early by the Flyers. Here's Marner to Matthews. In, shoots! And he put that right on. And Hart down makes the stop. Provorov for Philadelphia will come the other way. Looks at Bicep, turnover. Kerfoot back. Riley in, shoots. That one stopped loose. And down was Hart again. Matthews on it, centers in front. And that stick missed as the Flyers look to get it out. Here's a chance. It's played ahead for Joel Farabee down that right side. Farabee open lane to the net. And he stopped by Samsonov. Off the boards and cleared out to center. Brought by D'Angelo. Stolen by Matthews. Austin Matthews in. And he sends it off the mark. Hits that back in front. And Yarncroke, no chance as it's blocked by the Flyers. Farabee. Down that right wing, a step to the net. Farabee stopped. It comes free. Another stop. Third try. Samsonov. 0-3. Hayes again in front. And opening the ice here in the third period, both teams. Tavares. Here's William Nylander. Nylander shoots. Stopped by Hart. And he will make the stop and cover. So here we go. Here we go. Picked up here and brought in by the Flyers off that draw. And here's a step and a shot that doesn't make its way clean. Back in front, and Samsonov is going to cover that as the Leafs play it back to him. Here's a face-off win. A man taken down. The Leafs may have gone away with one there. And past the halfway mark of this third period, Philadelphia and Toronto without a goal in this game. Both goaltenders have been sharp. Ilya Samsonov, the better here in this one. Yeah, 3 saves in a row. A great stage in this third period to keep it scoreless. Sandheim and a stop by Samsonov as he blockers that down. Again, here's a look and a backhand right on, and Samsonov again makes that save. Here's another, and he makes that one too. Another list of saves for Ilya Samsonov as it's played for Robertson. Back down, Robertson getting a hat trick last game. Here's a pass in front. Backhanded easy stop by Carter Hart. Here come the Flyers the other way. Under 6 to go. Philadelphia inside, a step and a shot, and that goes off a leg and into the Toronto corner. Up for Austin Matthews. Matthews taken. Here's Nick Robertson in, shoots, and a stop by Hart. Marner back. Here's Matthews. Couldn't get to it. Flyers have it. Under 4 to go. And here comes Noah Cates. Right winging in. He'll look, and he will shoot, and a stop. Samsonov and a penalty coming. And it's going against Toronto. 3:08 to go in the third. Flyers will have their first power play look. So Hall will head off here, frustrated on that play as they get away with that call. The Leafs do not. 3:08 left to go here in the third, tied at 0. Face-off coming. That's one back. Philadelphia setting up on this power play. Allison won't get it to the net. Giordano there. Here's a shot that's blocked. Picked up by Kerfoot. Up on the wing for Giordano. Short-handed. Here's Mark Giordano. Dangles and shoots. And a stop Hart. Short-handed look for the Maple Leafs as they battle and get it free again in the Philadelphia zone. That's played up for Farabee. A minute left on this power play. Here's Provorov inside. Looks. Shoots. Off the leg. Leafs. Going to get it back. Kerfoot. And it's not out. Here's Giordano. He'll try. And will clear down the ice. 25 seconds left on this power play. Just over a minute to go in the third period. Big hit on Morgan Frost. And again, the Leafs will clear. And that will do it for the power play. Final minute of play. Leafs and Flyers tied at 0. Here's Philadelphia. Left to the zone, and it's a goaltending battle tonight. Farabee right on, and a stop Samsonov on the opening. Here's Tavares up for William Nylander. Nylander screams in, waits, shoots! Stopped by Hart. Looked for an opening, but Hart keeps that out. Allison kept in by the Maple Leafs and played up for Brody, but it is offside with 34 seconds left to go here in the third period. Draw coming now. Just outside the Philly line. It'll be Tavares to take it. John Tavares. One back by the Flyers. Sanheim to Cates. Penalty coming, and it's going against the Leafs with just 30 seconds left to go in the third period. First time these two met. Toronto held on in a tight one, 3-2. Here tonight, scoreless in the final minute. Draw one back by Toronto. Short-handed here for a bit as racing down the ice after the puck is David Kampf, and he's after it into it first. Kampf from behind looks in front. Here's Marner, and that is off the mark. Riley steps in. Morgan Riley with the moves in behind. Looks in front. That's Marner, and he never got it clean. Hayes through the middle of the ice. Here's D'Angelo. He's bumped. Leafs pick it up. Riley. Here's Kampf. 4 seconds left. Kampf has Marner with him, and it's off the stick. Got it back. A drop pass. We are headed for overtime. Leafs and Flyers scoreless through 3 tonight. Both goaltenders have been sharp, and it will stay that way heading into extra time. Shots a goal in the hockey game are 23-21 Toronto. Hits are 13-5 Leafs. Face-offs 12-3 Flyers. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Flyers on the power play in overtime for 1:30. Welcome into overtime. The Leafs and the Philadelphia Flyers. Second of 3 meetings this year. This one needs extra time. The first one was a 3-2 regulation final. That's turnover at center. Just started overtime. Connecting in. In front. Stop Samsonov. His best stop. Here's David Kampf. He's taken down. Riley steps in and after the puck. Looks and drops for help. It hits off his skate. Farabee. And it's back out. Connecting through the middle of the ice. A lot of opening. Hall has that back for Toronto. Power play soon to come to an end. It's flipped around by the Maple Leafs. Around for Riley. Back for Kampf. Back for Riley. Over. This finds Hall. His shot. Redirected in front. But Hart down has that as the power play comes to an end. Samsonov with the best stop of the game so far. That one in overtime, and it was huge. The puck came bouncing down in front. Draw here. Right side of the net. One back by Matthews. It'll come out of the zone though. Morgan Riley plays that up for Mitch Marner. Fired in by the Maple Leafs. This takes a weird ricochet. Now Hayes in the corner board. Flyers have that. Provorov through center. Mitch Marner trying to defend him. And did a good job of doing that as the Leafs get it ahead. Matthews has Marner with him. Matthews to Marner. Back to Matthews. That shot stopped. It was loose. But Hart on top of it before Matthews can get a stick on it. Stays in by Toronto. Now to come out by Hayes. Hayes, he's taken. Riley. Minute and a half to go here in the overtime period. Morgan Riley back behind his net. Now he'll look up ice for Matthews. Matthews taken down. Mitch Marner after it. Marner to win it. Mitch Marner in! And Hart didn't have to do much. Gave it away, but Marner never got a clean look to the goal there. Here's Wadden. Through the middle of the ice. Brody pokes that away. TJ Brody open. Shoot. Stop. Loose. And Nylander can't put it in. Back in front. Here's Tavares. He scores! John Tavares. Leafs win in overtime. 1-0. The captain gets it done for the Leafs. 2 for 2 this year. And my goodness. Yeah, the Leafs find a way to get it done. 1-0. What a game here this afternoon on a 90s night. A very special one as well. 1-0 the final score in overtime. Leafs will take the wins any way they can get them. They will not complain right now. That's a big victory, even though it's only a 1-0 final. And they get the job done tonight in front of the home crowd.